let's jump right into this explainer. So Forbes recently named their 2026 #1 bank in the Philippines, and honestly, it's completely rethinking how everyday banking works. We're looking at MariBank today. You might know them by their old name, CBank. Backed by the tech giant C Group, this digital-only platform has officially dethroned the traditional banking giants. But look, we aren't just going to sit here and read off a list of features. Instead, we're going to see how this bank actually integrates into your normal, day-to-day life.
Imagine navigating a typical 24 hours, where your bank is actively rewarding you just for living your life. You're basically combating inflation one transaction at a time. I mean, the traditional banking model? It usually involves your money just sitting there, idle, occasionally getting chipped away by those annoying maintaining balance penalties or transaction fees, right? But the data we're looking at reveals a totally different ecosystem with MariBank. It's one where every single phase of your day is literally an opportunity to claw back some value.
To make this super concrete, we've broken our timeline down into 4 distinct financial phases: the morning commute, the midday money movement, evening household errands, and finally, what happens with your money while you are fast asleep. Let's kick things off with the morning rush.
Okay, it's 7:30 a.m. You're tapping into the MRT3, or maybe filling up your gas tank, and MariBank immediately cushions that commute with some serious cashback. Seriously, finding a debit card that rewards mass transit at this rate is surprisingly rare. If you use your MariBank debit card for the MRT3, you earn up to 10% cashback. 10%! And hey, if you prefer driving, swiping that exact same card gets you a solid 3% cashback on your fuel purchases. Your bank is quite literally paying for a chunk of your ride to work.
Now, grabbing your morning coffee by scanning the national QRPh code, that instantly earns you a flat 2 peso cashback. Okay, I know, it sounds like a tiny microtransaction. But think about it, how often do you scan a QR code at a convenience store, a coffee shop, or just a local merchant? Snagging 2 pesos back on each of those eligible QRPh cashless transactions, that adds up incredibly fast over a week or a month of your normal daily routine.
Fast forward to 1 p.m. It's time to move some money around, which, let's be honest, is usually a massive pain point with the hidden fees at traditional banks. You're on your lunch break, maybe you need to split a bill with a coworker, send an allowance to a family member, whatever it is. Historically, this is where banks nickel and dime you to death, but MariBank structured this midday routine entirely around zero friction.
Because MariBank shares a parent company with Shopee, the integration between the two is just baked right in. You can link your Shopee Pay account in minutes. It makes it incredibly simple to pull funds into your MariBank account instantly and then send them right back out to friends or merchants without any of the usual hassle.
And here is the crucial point. You get up to 15 free InstaPay or PESONet transfers to other banks or e-wallets every single week. 15! This is an absolute game changer if you're an active user. Since they reset every Monday, you have more than enough runway to handle your weekly obligations, split bills, and pay outside merchants without ever absorbing those annoying 15 or 25 peso InstaPay processing fees we've all sadly just grown used to.
Oh, and if you're pulling funds from your linked Shopee account to fuel these transfers, you can actually move up to 100,000 pesos a month completely free of charge. It creates this brilliant fee-free bridge. You route money through Shopee, into MariBank, and then out to other banks using your 15 weekly free transfers. It completely eliminates the friction of moving your own hard-earned money around the digital economy.
Okay, so it's 7 p.m. You're finally home, and it's time to tackle those monthly utility bills and top up your phone data. This is phase 3 of our timeline. Usually, sitting down to pay the electric bill feels like nothing but money flying out the door. But MariBank actually turned this evening chore into another active earning opportunity.
Instead of getting hit with convenience fees just for the privilege of paying a bill, the app actually pays you back. The contrast here is stark. Whereas standard channels charge you extra just to pay online, MariBank actively incentivizes you to keep your entire financial life centralized inside their application.
You get discounts of up to 5% when buying prepaid loads straight from the app, plus a 5 peso cashback every single time you pay a bill on time. Whether you're on Globe, Smart, Dito, or TM, you're paying less for data. And for every utility bill you settle through the app, boom, 5 pesos credited right back to you. When you look at a full month of internet, water, electricity, and phone bills, that translates to immediate, tangible savings.
So you're asleep. It's midnight, but the day isn't over for your money because it is still working hard in the background. We've reached the final phase of the timeline. The commute is done, the transfers are made, the bills are paid. Now let's look at the core engine of MariBank, the high-yield savings account itself.
This is where their high-interest tier system really kicks in. You earn between 3.25% and 3.75% per year with absolutely no maintaining balance. Look, if your account balance sits anywhere from 0 up to 1 million pesos, you're earning a highly competitive 3.25% per annum. And if your balance goes over 1 million, that excess amount earns an even higher 3.75%. There are no hoops to jump through, no hidden account fees, and no lock-in periods to access these rates. None of that.
And unlike old-school banks that make you wait until the end of the month, MariBank credits these high-interest earnings to your account every single day. This is that midnight magic we mentioned. Every single night, based on your previous day's balance, your interest is calculated and deposited directly into your account. You get to wake up every morning and visibly see that your money has grown. It is incredibly satisfying and gives a real psychological boost to your saving habits.
You can also rest easy, knowing your savings are fully regulated by the central bank, the BSP, and insured by the PDIC for up to 1 million pesos. Standard e-wallets just don't carry this level of deposit protection. But because MariBank operates as a fully regulated rural bank, you get double the peace of mind. That means robust card security, multi-factor authentication, and most importantly, your higher balances are deeply protected.
The ultimate monthly payoff, stacking up your daily wins. Let's zoom out from our 24-hour timeline for a second and look at what all these daily microtransactions actually mean for your entire month. We've seen the daily transit tap, the midday transfer, the evening bill pay, and the midnight interest. But what really happens when we aggregate all of this activity?
All those taps on the MRT, the fuel purchases, and your everyday local spending stack up to earn you a baseline 1% debit card cashback. That's right. Aside from the high 10% on transit and 3% on fuel, virtually all other eligible local spends on your debit card yield a solid 1% cashback reward. And the best part? This requires no minimum spend to activate. You just use your card normally for groceries, dining, or shopping. The absolute most impressive part is that you can accumulate up to a massive 3,000 pesos in debit card cashback every single month, literally just for doing your normal daily spending. Think about that for a sec. Between the fuel, the MRT, the grocery runs, and paying at local merchants, you can claw back up to 3,000 pesos in your pocket every 30 days. It transforms a physical MariBank debit card from a simple payment tool into a serious revenue generator for your household budget.
MariBank, the new standard for secure digital banking. By offering this fully integrated ecosystem of daily interest, zero transfer fees, and relentless cashbacks, MariBank is proving exactly why it earned the top spot in 2026. The sources confirm it. The traditional giants have been displaced. By combining the super-fast convenience of an e-wallet, like that deep Shopee integration, with the high-yield PDIC-insured security of a full bank, they built a platform that genuinely works harder for the consumer.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. Thanks for joining this explainer, by the way. And consider if it's time to make your everyday banking much more rewarding. When you look at the 15 free weekly transfers, the free Shopee cash-ins up to 100K, the daily interest crediting, and up to 3,000 pesos in monthly cashback, the contrast with traditional banking is just night and day. Take a hard look at your own daily routines. If your current bank isn't actively paying for your day, why are you still paying them?